Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm the one and only, the true and living legend, Honcho J23, coming to you live with another very special edition of Independent Scene Podcast. I'm gonna take this opportunity to thank you guys for joining me. We got a really dope show today. We got a really dope guest coming through. He goes by the name of I am me on purpose. He is also a TikTok creator out here doing this thing out here in these TikTok streets, but he has made his way over here to the Instagram streets. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome my guest at this time. He is my homie. He is the bro. Purpose. Let's get it. What up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, y'all? I see y'all. Mrs. Yates, what's going on? Earth the world, what's going on? What up, my boy? What up, man? What's going on, Doc?
Please, please, can you hear me? Can you
I can
hear
hear
me?
you, sir. What's going on with you,
All right.
man?
I don't know, you know me, old and fat, pimping. That's all I'm doing. That's how I'm not here in these streets. Just old and fat.
Not
What's
old and
good
fat.
with you?
Well, first of all,
Yeah,
brother, let me say welcome to the platform, man. First time, man. Definitely, it's gonna be an honor to
whew.
chop it up with you, get to know you a little bit. You know, say get a chance to
Well,
talk with you about your career, things of that nature. But with that being said, introduce yourself to these fine people, and then we're gonna jump right into it.
hey, yo, peace. How y'all doing? I'm me on purpose. That's just what I run by on TikTok. So, I mean, I'm just me. I mean, I'm a realist in every sense of the word. So, you got questions, just ask me. I'm here. You
Well,
freezing on my end, home. Hold on, let me
yeah,
turn on my
I'm good on
Wi-Fi.
my end.
Yeah, okay. Let me turn on my Wi-Fi to make sure. Let me see if if that.
All right, so yeah, he's buffering, but we getting it straight, guys. We getting it straight. We getting it straight. So it may drop him, but we're gonna make. There we go. You
Can you see me? All right, are you back?
yeah, I can see you.
I can see.
Yeah,
Okay,
we
I can see
back.
you now.
All right. So
All
first,
right.
all right. So first things first, man. Let us give us some insight on the name. How did you come up with the name? I am me on purpose. How did that name come about?
I mean, literally. All right. The whole thing was I was never supposed to be on TikTok. I knew nothing about TikTok. Once again, oh, all right. So it was my anniversary. My wife was like, "Hey, let's shoot a TikTok," and she downloaded it on my phone. We did the little, thank you for being a friend skit thing,
Okay.
and that was it. And I kind of liked it, so I did a little bit of content. I got real lucky. I did one little video and got like 15,000 followers in a night. So you know what I mean. So I was like, oh, this could, all right, be all right. So then I met some real cool people, and you know what I mean. Dante, Ken, you know what I mean, all of them. So and
Right.
I just like to have fun. So that's what I go on TikTok to do, to have fun. And I'm not. I mean, I don't think of me as anything
Okay.
famous or anything. I'm just literally there to have a good time. I mean, I call myself an angel because
Most
I
definitely.
am one. Hey,
even
can
though
I vape
others say
on
otherwise.
this? I can vape. Can I
Go
vape?
ahead.
Oh, okay,
Listen. Go
cool.
ahead. Do
'Cause
you?
I'm used to them TikTok streets. You know what I'm saying? I
All right.
know I don't know the rules. I get
Oh,
nervous.
hey, listen. Hey, listen, go ahead. Do your thing. Do your thing. All right. So real quick. So, you mentioned TikTok. Some of us all are a part of TikTok. So, what was your main mission? Like you said, you said you like to have fun, but when you first signed up for it and you got into it, like how long did it take you to really get into the swing of knowing how to work it, knowing all the things to do,
I
things of that
mean,
nature?
really, that didn't really kick into like recently within the last couple months. Because I've only been there for a little less than a year. My next anniversary ain't even got here yet, so it's a little less than a year now. So I've recently started knowing what to do. Like, but I still don't know everything that can be done on TikTok. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I get banned every other day because
Yeah.
my mouth is reckless. Okay, so.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
you know what I mean, my name. Oh, we was asking me about my name, Me on Purpose. That's literally tattooed on me.
Okay,
I had that tattoo for years.
okay,
So when it came to, you know what I mean, a TikTok name, that's just what stuck out for me. So I
okay,
mean,
okay.
uh,
So let me ask you this. So when it comes to the people that you've met on TikTok, having those experiences, what has those experiences and those relationships that you've built along the way have been like for you?
I mean, I done met some great people on TikTok. Like TikTok, my TikTok family is like ridiculous.
Okay,
Like, you know what I mean? Because I mean, literally right now, like I talk to them more than like I talk to my friends in real life. Like that's
okay,
like, you know what I mean? We we spend a lot of time on TikTok. People come check me out, because we be on there like 9, 10 hours, bro, strong,
right,
just having
right,
a good time. Just you know what I mean? 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, just cracking up, listening
right,
to music. You know what I mean? Just doing. We created a whole new universe. Like
right,
literally, we made one up, and and we just keep building on it. Like we just come to have fun. So that's what I go to, because my day-to-day life is stressful.
right,
Like things can happen in my day-to-day life where I might not make, you know what I mean? I might get hurt. I mean,
right.
I've literally done been at work and been in the midst of something and had a heart attack at work in the middle of a job
Wow.
shift. So, you know what I mean? Which, was a good thing when it all turned out, because that's how I met my wife.
Okay. So with that being
Honestly.
said, so you spoke about work. So let people know, for people that don't know. Let the people know what is it that you do and how long you've been doing it.
I'm a property enforcement officer, which means I pretty much watch over properties, enforce their rules, and enforce the laws of whatever the government of that place is. So I've only been doing it about 6 years. I fell into that like really accidentally because I'm big and I'm physical.
Hmm.
So
Right.
you know what I mean? He just came in. They was like, "Hey, you probably could do this," and I could. So you
Right.
know what I mean? And I did this. You know what I mean? I've always been a big guy, so I did things like, bounce at clubs and stuff like that coming up, because that's what big dudes do sometimes.
Right. Right.
We
Right.
like to be physical.
Right. Now, for anybody that's wanting to get into this to the field that you're in, how do they go about doing that?
I mean, you mean like I can't tell you for everywhere. You know what I mean? All I can tell you is about the state of Georgia, where I'm at, and I can't tell you how. Like it just came by accident for me too. This was, hey, you a big dude. Would you like to do this? And then,
Yeah.
what I mean, I started doing it because I was a chef for 25 years. I never thought about, what I mean, being a enforcement officer. That was never my goal.
Okay.
So it was just something that I accidentally got into, and it found out I was pretty good at. So, what I mean,
Okay.
and they paid me.
Okay. Okay. Hey, listen, that's always good. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
always good when you're getting paid.
exactly.
Most definitely. All right. So real quick, I'm gonna be switching gears quite a bit, but real quickly, talk to us a little bit about your growing up. What was growing up like for you, and finally, coming into your own as a man. What was that growing up childhood like experience like for you?
Ooh, yo, bro, my life would be a book. Or mean that. I'm from Jersey. I grew up in Jersey, and
Okay.
and so I mean, normal life, I guess, what I
Okay.
consider normal. I mean, and I mean, I wasn't. I didn't grow up in the hood. I grew up hood adjacent. Like I could walk across the street to the hood. I mean, I wasn't necessarily in
Okay.
the hood. You know what I mean? I grew up across the street from a park, so you know what I
Okay.
mean. But the hood was all my friends lived in the hood, so I was hood adjacent. Not, what I mean, smart kid, quiet, fat. Yeah, I mean, you know how all that goes. So,
Right. Right. Right.
I
So
mean, didn't like to fight at all. Came up, got into where you had to fight. So then I found out, oh, I'm good at that too. So,
okay. Okay.
I mean, that just went from there. got in a lot of trouble, and you know what I mean. I had a real bad year one year, and got a lot of
Hmm.
trouble, and then had to move to a whole nother area of New Jersey where it was totally different,
Right.
and the shit I was doing in Trenton I couldn't do there, so I had to straighten up, and then
Okay. And
college,
so,
culinary school, shit like that.
okay, so I'm glad you brought that up because you mentioned, you transitioned from one area to another. Was it a big difference, in you making that change, or was it,
Fuck yeah.
or was you just adapt, or did you adapt to it?
I mean, I'm an adapter. You know what I mean? That's what I do. I'm a realist. When I tell you that, I mean that. So, but it was a real big difference. Like, you know what I mean? I went from where I had two white friends. You know what I mean? In the whole that went to, you know what I mean, that I've seen ever growing up to being one of 10 black people who went to the school. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was a big difference.
Right, right.
So, you know what I mean? Yeah, it was a culture shock like a motherfucker. So,
Okay,
you know what I mean?
okay.
But also being 6'5" and 350 pounds at the time, you know what I mean? I ain't
Wow.
run into a lot of trouble either.
Right, right. Okay,
So, I mean,
okay.
I tell people all the time, like, people always want to know how is it hard. Like, no, I ain't really have hardness because I'm 6'5" and I've always been a big dude who will get physical really quickly. So
Right,
I don't run into the problems that normal people run into. Never been that. You know what I mean? People don't do stuff like that to me. So,
right,
you know what I mean? I get tested, but you know what I mean? That's rare.
right,
And
right,
usually that's somebody that I really can't touch. Like I mean, dudes my size don't test me. You know what I
right,
mean? A 5'2" female will run up on me and be like, "I will knock you out." Like, you know
yeah.
what I mean? So, you know what I mean? So that's the type of shit I gotta deal with. People don't really run up on the big guy, you know what I mean, like that, like they do in movies.
Right,
That shit. That's TV. That's in
right,
movies. That shit don't really happen.
right,
You know what I
right.
mean? And especially when you somebody like me who just, you know what I mean. I ain't coming for the bullshit, but if the bullshit happen, it can happen quick.
Most definitely, most definitely. Now, let me get your take on the current address of the world because we've been dealing with this whole COVID pandemic situation. What has been your take on that, or what has been your outlook on this whole thing that's been taking
I
place?
mean, COVID is COVID right now. I mean, you know what I mean. We used to the common code. I can curse here. Yeah,
Listen,
motherfuckers get used to COVID. That's what it is. What it is at this point. It ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? So do what you got to do to get through day to day life. The thing I hate about the fact that I love being an American, but the thing I hate the fact is that we made this shit political when it wasn't political. So now idi-
go
you got
ahead.
people out here who don't care about their health. They're
Hmm.
more worried about their pockets. Well, do what you gotta do. I don't give a shit. All right. Hey,
Right.
Target is paying $25 an hour now because people are dropping like flies out here. So
Hmm.
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
You do what you want to do. I mean,
right.
purpose is not going into the light. I'm staying.
And look, as you should. All right, so look, we got one question. Big Black Bandit want to know how many fights have you been in?
Bro, like in life,
Yeah.
shit. Um, way too many to count. I mean, I I used to fight a lot as a kid, and I even trained a little bit for fighting. So, I mean, I've been in way too many fights to even think about counting them. You know what I mean? Now, I'm not don't by no means do I think I'm a bad dude. I am not that. That's not my thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Growing up in Trenton, it wasn't nothing to get into a fight.
Right. Right.
That shit happens. You
Now
know what
let
I
me
mean?
ask. Now let me ask you this: have you ever felt bad about a fight that you've been in that you're like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have fought this person, or maybe I shouldn't have been in a fight with this person. Have you ever had those moments?
I mean, I've had moments when I felt that I shouldn't have did what I did to them, maybe. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like sometimes some of the stuff I've done to people ain't I didn't have to hurt them as bad as I did for what they did to me. I mean, let's just say that, okay?
Right.
Because you know what I mean, there's a lot of times when you can fight, you know who's a threat to you and who's not. I mean, everybody's a threat, but
Right.
you know who's a real danger to you and who's not. And sometimes, you know what I mean, I'm human.
Right.
You know what I mean? So sometimes my emotion gets involved and things happen that I know I should have stopped way sooner or I probably shouldn't have broke that or so. You know what I mean? It's
Hmm.
just, but no, but do I feel bad? Hell no. I
Okay.
mean, never, never,
Okay.
no. Feel bad. Fuck feel bad.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
feeling bad is for rich people.
Right, right, exactly,
And
exactly. So let me ask you this: What have you had any crazy moments that you come across on TikTok where you've had to literally let it be known who you was on TikTok, or you ain't really had too many issues like that?
I mean, one is TikTok. I'm, I, I'm not one to hold my tongue, so I don't really get a lot of shit on TikTok. And not to mention, I don't really get into beef, so no, it ain't no. I ain't been attacked by anybody because one, I don't care about anyone's business enough for you to attack me about my opinion of it. You know what
Right,
I mean? My opinion is always gonna be my opinion. I don't give a fuck
right,
about who's doing what and what. You know what I mean? Because if it don't affect my day to day, what the fuck I care. You know
right,
what I mean?
right,
That's one of the problems I see with TikTok. People get too involved in bullshit and want, you know what I mean, and want to get involved in people's real lives.
right,
And I'm not a talker like that.
right.
You know what I mean? Like I talk shit. I like to have fun and talk shit like that. But it's when it comes to real life, I ain't a talker. I knock on your door.
Okay.
I ain't got time for you know what I mean. And I got the means to get your address, so I'll knock on your door, and we can
Right,
handle this like grown people handle things. Man, I'm not gonna be sitting here typing and
right,
shooting videos like, oh, you hurt my feelings or none of that shit. That's not me. I don't do that. That's man, I ain't got time for it. I got real life to deal with. This shit.
right,
This is TikTok. I don't got time for that. I got a TikTok beef. They hate me on TikTok. Shit. I kind of enjoy the hate on TikTok. If
right,
you know what I mean, what's so easy to get banned, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? I would be a lot worse than I am. Right?
right,
I
right,
just get banned all the time.
right.
That's what that is.
Right. Now, let me ask you this. So, and every, with the career that you have and the family that you have on TikTok, when it comes to family, when it comes to the family that you have, how are they dealing with the fact that you're doing what you're doing work wise, but you're also, giving that time to TikTok. How are they dealing with that?
I mean, hey, everybody cool. I mean, because we got so many different, you know what I mean, types of individuals in the family that I ran into on TikTok. Like, we got people from you know what I mean, business owners to doctors and you know what I mean, and CEOs and teachers and like it's like a really diverse crowd. So like none of this shit, you know what I mean, and none of us are there for stupid. I mean, we all there for bullshit. We like literally call ourselves the ain't shit family. So
Right.
like we there for bullshit, but we ain't
Yeah.
there for the bullshit. Like
Right.
it's
Right.
you know what I mean. We there to have fun. So we
Right.
don't really give a fuck about the other shit that goes on around TikTok. A lot of times, especially me, I don't even know about the shit. Like I don't.
Right.
My focus is half the time like, hey, you heard about such and such? Like,
Like, nah,
nah.
I'm
Like
good.
I had no clue about that bullshit because you know what I mean. That's some TikTok shit. I don't care about that.
Okay. So with that being said, so aside from TikTok, are there any other hobbies or hidden talents that you have or that you like to do when you're not on TikTok?
I mean, as of now, no, because I'm old, pimping. I told you, it's not this. You know what I mean, it ain't a lot of work, so I ain't got a lot of. TikTok is my little hobby right now, but as far as things I'm good at, You know what I mean, at one point I had a record deal. Well, I mean, I'm a chef. I've been a chef for 25 years. Well, I was a chef for 25 years. I don't no longer do that. I do a lot of things. Write poetry. I'm a really complex dude. Read a lot. There go my dude. What's going on, Coleman?
Okay. So
Can you
so I
tell him? No, you can't tell him. This is one of the dudes that was grew up with me. He was in the rap group with me when I was a kid. When I was younger. I keep saying
okay.
kid. I wasn't necessarily a kid at the time.
Okay, so we got a question. So this comes from Princess Yates. She says, so we're not going to talk about the pudding pop.
All right. Mm. Okay. For a very short time in my life, I was a stripper. And my name was Pudding Pop. It's just that simple. All right.
Not a
Like,
stripper
you
named
know what I
Pudding
mean?
Pop. Okay.
You know what I mean? I was out there trying to make me some cash. You know what I mean? I worked as a bouncer once, and what it was that women just kept asking me like, "Oh, what time do y'all go on?" And I'm like, "Yo, I don't strip. You know what I mean? You supposed to pay me to get in. I ain't. You know what I mean, I ain't." And so they kept asking me, so I was like, well, "Okay, all
Yeah.
right, you want me out there? I'll jump on out there. You know what I mean? If y'all gonna throw money at me." And the name was just a joke. I was like, what you gonna call myself Pudding Pop," and it stuck.
So let me ask you that. So during that little brief time,
I keep
about
thinking
how
of TikTok stuff.
about how much money can you say that you roughly made while you was doing
You
that?
know, I can't say about how much money I roughly make. Not at all.
Okay. Okay.
United States government. Not at
I mean,
not at all.
okay. All right. So look, I want to flip the script a little bit. So you talk about you talk about being a chef. Have you always been into cooking and loving to cook certain different, foods and different foods and things of that nature?
I mean, yes. I mean, I was as a kid, I loved to cook. So then it only progressed from there. So I wanted to learn how to cook, and so I went to school for it. I mean, when I decided I wasn't gonna play football, I was like, all right, well, I'm a cook. So that's what I was into, and I love food. Like I was always a big dude, so I love food. You know
Okay.
what I mean? It's just the fact that at a certain point, I had to realize there's a lot of stuff that I personally can't eat,
Right. Right.
and it became harder and harder to be good at what I was doing because I can't, you know what I mean,
Right.
do what I do. So, you know what I
Right.
mean, if lesson, I don't know if you out there and you cooking and you don't taste your food while you're cooking it, something wrong with you. All right.
Right.
That's
Right.
all right. So, and I mean, like I'm allergic to a lot of shit now, and you
Dang.
know what I mean, and I can't, you know what I mean, my body won't process certain shit now. So I got, you know what I mean, it's like my diet is garbage right now. People like I'm surviving off of like chicken and fish because
Yeah, because
I
it's
can't eat anything. You
pretty much
know
all.
what I mean? I can't.
Yeah.
I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. I can't eat shellfish. So, I mean, so it became just, and you know what I mean? I'm kind of vegan, but
Uh huh.
I don't really believe in the whole vegan lifestyle. I
Right.
mean, so
Okay. So real quick, we got another question from Big Black Bandit. He want to know who is the person you talk the most shit to,
in life,
either in life or
uh,
online.
on TikTok, on TikTok, that would have to be Ken. I talk more shit to Ken on TikTok. Yeah, like I look forward. I wake up in the morning. It's like, yo, I get to talk shit to Ken today. That's yeah, definitely. It's definitely
Okay.
Ken that I talk
Okay.
the most shit to. Like
All
I can't wait to get on TikTok later to talk
right. Most
shit
definitely.
to
Most
Ken.
definitely. All right. So real quick, we got another question. So Earth to Astro World. Astro World want to know who was the person or people that had an impact or change in your life.
Yeah. All right, well, that'll be three people, and all a couple for good reasons, and one was a bad reason, but it made a really big change on my life.
Okay.
My my grandmother that was like my most favorite person in the world. You know what I mean? She the one who, you know what I mean, let me know that I can do what I want to do and not have to worry about what people think. Because
Right.
my attitude is her attitude, like straight, like you know what I mean. The way I think is basically the way she thought. So that's one. Then it would be, whew, I mean, then it would be my ex-wife, because my
Okay.
ex-wife showed me that I had to karma is a real thing. You know what
Right.
I mean? She proved to me that the all the bullshit and fuckery that I did,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, coming up and I thought I got away with, she proved to me that nope, karma is real. So, you know what I mean, if you're gonna live, you know what I mean, you might want to live right.
Okay.
So, I mean, and last but not least is the woman I'm married to now. I love my wife. You know what I mean? So, right, that, you know what I mean, as far as those type of inspirations. You know what
Okay.
I mean?
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this: if you could go back to your 10-year-old self and give your 10-year-old self some advice, what would that advice? What would that advice? What would that advice be, and why?
Don't marry a crackhead.
Okay. And why would that be?
You know what I mean, even though it made me do have life changing decisions, it I would have got there on my own. So it just made me do things quicker, but I would have got there on my own. So I don't think I needed to live that part of my life.
Okay.
And so, yeah, that's the because everything else I'm cool with. Like, literally, I wouldn't change my life for shit other than the fact that some of the stuff I had to go through with my kids. But
Mhm.
other than, you know what I mean, other than that, I wouldn't change my life. You know what I mean? My life was the shit, truthfully. Like, I had a ball out these motherfucking streets, people. Like, I did. I've been out here. I done did some shit. Okay.
Right. Right.
Don't think because you know what I mean. I know because I know I freaked you out the other night when you looked in the camera. And you seen the badge and you like, oh shit, he's. You know what I mean,
Yeah.
but you know what I mean. I can tell you people. I done seen the inside of the you know what I mean the county jail many a time. Alright.
Wow.
Like I once again, I'm a big guy who will get physical in a heartbeat. So I am not. That's not a thing I've not seen.
Okay.
So
So now, so with that being said, so with the experiences that you've had, what is one lesson that you've learned now, being the grown man that you are? What is that one life lesson that you've learned that has kept you on the straight and narrow path?
uh, really, it's that you know what I mean. I look at things from a different perspective than I did when I was younger. You know what I
Okay.
mean, like I'm a realist now. I ain't always been a
Right.
realist. Like you
Right.
know what I mean. So hey, you know what I mean. I had to realize that the way I was looking at life was fucked up. It wasn't necessarily life was fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
How I was handling life was fucked up.
Right.
How I was seeing shit going on was fucked up. Like people you, people don't see shit for what it is. They want to see shit for what they want it to be, and that's just not how life really works.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like example, like I get. You know what I mean? I know this is gonna sound fucked up, but I get why they're racist white people. Like it makes sense to me why white people would be racist. Like you know what I mean? Like they were like, and they were like, "Huh, that don't make sense." Like, what the fuck you mean? Like,
Right.
first of all, if you was told everything that ever great ever happened in the history of this world was done by people who look just like you, you know what I mean? You would think you was better than everybody else too.
Oh yeah. Most
That's
definitely.
just a fact. All
Right.
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 So, well, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, it's not the truth, but, you know what I mean? But if that's what you're told from birth, why wouldn't you have a certain air for your people and you? over others. It only makes sense to think that way. I
Right.
mean, even though
Right.
it might be delusional, it only makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you'll be surprised because I've traveled this whole country and I've been to a couple other countries, and it's like you'll be surprised how people who live in America never met a black person.
Right. Right.
Okay, you'll be surprised on that. Like it'll blow your mind on how many people will tell you, "Hey, you the first." Like the first, like the first.
Right. Like,
Like,
oh,
I mean, it's 2000 and whatever, and
right.
I'm the first you ever
Right.
met. And that, huh? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? That. So don't. People just gotta look at life as see things as for what they are, and trust me, it'll get a whole lot better.
Okay.
I mean, that's why I say I'm an angel all the time, because people don't realize that. You know what I mean? The message is the message. You know what I
Right.
mean? Once you understand the message, then I guarantee you it'll get better. And this ain't nothing religious, because I don't even believe in religion.
Right. Right.
You know what I mean? So it just, you know what I mean? Trust me. See shit for what it is and realize how much life opens up. It is what it is, though.
Okay. All right. So, real quick, we got another question. Somebody, Big Black Bandit wants to know. He said, "What is the thing you love about your TikTok family?"
We ain't shit. Like, it's just the truth. Like, I love the fact that I can go on there and have conversations with these people like I grew up with them my whole life, and no one gets, you know what I mean, into they feel like I'm a rude bastard. Like I talk shit. I talk real good shit, like with the best of them. Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
funny as fuck, people. I mean, trust me when I tell you, I'm hilarious out this motherfucker. And but I'm not a joke teller, so you know what I mean. Some of the stuff, if you were sensitive, can hurt your feelings. I know that, and you know what I mean. It don't stop me from saying it, but I know, you know what I mean. It's possible that people feelings can get hurt. And what I love about the family is like I say what I want, and either they just come back or you know what I mean, or laugh at this shit because they
Yeah.
know what it's meant for. It ain't meant to hurt your feelings. It's meant to usually to make you laugh.
Right.
So you know
Okay.
what I mean. That's what I love about my ain't shit family. They, you know what I mean, they truly ain't shit.
Okay. So another question comes in from Princess Yates. She says, "Who do you like more, Hero or Salem?"
Hero, I don't like cats. How about that? I don't like cats at all. See that I know that question's for because my wife snuck a cat in here on me for an entire month and I ain't know about it. And so, you know what I mean? That's what that question is for. Like I don't like cats, and my wife and her son conspired against me and had the cat living in the sunroom for an entire month before I even found out about it.
So
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 yeah,
so
I
so
like
now my
Hero.
so now my question becomes: what was your reaction, your initial reaction when you seen the cat, when you first seen it, laid eyes on
Oh, he scared the shit out of me.
it?
Fucking me. He scared the shit out of me. I was laying in the bed playing a game of Madden, and I guess my door was open because I wasn't paying attention. But I'm playing Madden, and out of nowhere, all black cat just jumped up on the side of the bed next to me and was staring at me like, "Yo, who the fuck is you?" And you know what I mean? And I'm like, "Who the fuck is you?" And
Right.
I'm called the dog, and the dog didn't come. His name
Yeah.
Hero. He didn't. He
Yeah.
wasn't a hero that day. He didn't show up at all. Like he didn't come. Like I went in the living room to get him, and he looked up at me. He's like, "Oh, that's just Salem. He
Okay.
been here for a while." Right?
See.
I mean, and then I called my wife. Like, there's a cat in the house, and she was like, "Yeah, that's Salem. I told you I got a cat like a month ago." "No, you didn't." "Oh, well, I thought I did." "Yeah, he been there like a month." I mean, just put him back in the room. He'll be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, and at that point, all I could do is put him back in the room. He'll be okay.
Wow. So, all right. So let me ask you this. So now, looking at, we're here in the year of 2022. You know, do you see this world resorting back to the normal, or do you feel like this is going to be something that's going to, like you said before, continue to be our new normal?
Uh, I mean, this is our new normal. The world ain't never the same. But I don't know, I understand this shit changes all the time. We just change with it, okay? Shit, when I was a kid, wasn't no cell phones and shit like that. There wasn't no TikToks, no Facebook, no Instagram, none of that shit. So the world changes all the time. And for people to get upset that the world is changing is
Right.
stupid. All
Right.
right, okay. All right, I mean, shit. All right, be happy the world changed. All right,
Right.
200 years ago they was worried about smallpox and bubonic plague. Okay, it was the same shit. What the fuck is y'all talking about? Like
Right.
the
Exactly.
world changes. All
Right.
right, it has to. If it don't, you know what I mean, it would have ended. Okay, remember everybody who wanted to stay the same is no longer here. It
Right.
ain't nobody on this damn well, yeah, okay, that's not true. It's little islands of people, but it for the mass majority is nobody living the
Right.
same way they was living. You know what I mean? 200-300 years ago. That don't work. You can't do it. There's no way you can survive that way here. It
Right.
doesn't work that way.
Right. Right. So here's
Okay.
so here's another question I got for you. So how do you think the world would react if there was no technology and it was back to the standard of how you used to meet and connect with people? How you think the world would
Oh,
react to that?
okay, first of all us old people wouldn't give a fuck. We just like, all right, okay, you know what I mean? We gotta go back to writing letters and you know what I mean, and landlines and shit like that. We wouldn't give a shit. Okay, people your age and younger would lose your minds. You know what I mean? If you woke up tomorrow and wasn't no internet, bro, you would like, what the fuck I'm gonna do? Like, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, let's keep it 100. I mean, we would freak out a little bit, but for the
Yeah.
most part, it would be like, you know, okay, well, we backed out, you know what I mean, going back outside and doing shit. You know what I mean? So, I mean, but it'll never happen. That shit ain't gonna happen. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna get to that point.
Right. Right.
It's, I mean, people like shit too much to lose it all now. The hell wrong with y'all?
That
Y'all, hey, fuck up. Go. Who going back to riding horses? Any of y'all?
part.
All right. And y'all were like, oh, yo, we gotta go feed the horses. I mean, who doing that? None of y'all. Stop it.
Right.
Stop
Exactly.
it. Okay. If
Exactly.
you think you gonna start that bullshit again, ain't nobody doing that. Ain't nobody walk. We can't. Most of y'all don't want to walk to the store. All right.
Right. Right.
Who walking? Who walking 40 miles to work? None of y'all. Stop it. We ain't nobody doing that shit no more. Stop it. Them days is over.
Right. Them days is long gone. All right, so
Mm,
real quick, we got another question. Big Black Bandit. He says if you could change one, he says if you could change anything about your TikTok family, what would it be?
drama. I
Okay.
don't like drama. I don't like any drama in the family.
Okay.
I mean, we're not there for that, so we don't like it. So well, I don't like it. I can't speak for everybody else. I'm tired of. I don't want drama, and that bullshit is not what I'm there for. So that's what I don't like. Anything else, I ain't changing shit about my family. I mean, they're all the people that they are for a reason. You know what
Okay.
I mean? So, you know what I mean? If
Okay.
we could all just stay cool, it'd be shit. We could be a TV show with the fucking idiots I'm connected to. People, y'all don't understand. I
Most
mean,
definitely. All right, so we got another question, same from the same person. He says, "What do you think of the women in your TikTok family?"
I mean, okay. Truthfully, I think some of them are serial killers. Like, I think some
Oh
of them
God.
are definitely, like, a couple of them definitely done took some bodies out somewhere in life. I don't know which ones for sure.
Right.
But I'm just saying, I got a feeling that, you know what I mean, I get these feelings that you know what I mean, and you know what I mean, they usually right, a couple of them ain't afraid to, you know, uh, have you come up missing. That's, I just kind of feel that way.
Right.
But for the most part, they all cool. Everybody tries to be, you know what I mean, they all, for the most part, they're funny. You know what I mean, okay, not maybe not funny, but
Right.
they try. They try. There's a lot of them try. I mean,
Right. 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 All right. So we got another question coming from Yates. She said, Princess Jade. She says, "Are you above the clouds right now? Because your eyes are like mine right now."
fuck you. Like, yeah, that's, I mean, fuck yeah. I mean, I literally smoked right before I got on here because I was nervous and I was like, I don't know the questions. I ain't never did no shit like this before. So yeah, I smoked. I
Listen. Listen.
mean,
Tell you. Hey, listen,
yes.
you never have to be nervous because you know you can totally be yourself, especially how you see. I
Um,
tell
I
everybody.
mean, you know, I mean, first of all, you know, one, I'm like, who the fuck want to talk to me? That's just me. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
why would I? You know what I mean? Why am I? I'm not interested enough for people to talk to. Well, you know what I mean? I'm not. I don't consider myself a big TikTok creator. You know what I mean? There's people on TikTok with millions of followers. Okay, I don't have 20,000 yet. It's just like
Yeah.
so. You know what I mean? For you to even want to talk to a person like me, just, I mean, I was a little nervous. Not saying I wouldn't have smoked anyway.
Right. But
I would have
listen.
smoked anyway, but
Like I told you, you know, I don't mind talking to any and everybody. You know, so everybody's welcome to the platform. You got a story or you in a career, hey, let's talk about it. Let's learn about it that way because that gives other people a chance to know things that they may have not known that they can finally know. You know what I mean?
I mean, what I do is not hard. You know what I mean? You gotta take a little class for it to get certified because you know what I mean, it's stuff you gotta know how to do and you gotta know certain laws and procedures and how to handle shit. You know what I mean? Because you know what I mean. One, I'm not a police officer, so it's certain shit that I can't do,
Right.
you know what I mean, to people without, you know what I mean, them doing something first. And I got to know what that is. If not, I can get in trouble when, you know what I mean, when the police show up. So,
Mm,
I mean, other than that, you know what I mean, and, you know, they take, got to learn what bullets you can use. You can't just show up with any bullets in your gun. Learn that one the hard way. Uh,
okay. Okay. All right. So let me ask you this. So somebody Earth to Astro World says, "What was the nicest thing you've ever said or did?"
I don't know. I can't tell you what's the nicest thing. That would have to be said by someone I or said something nice to. You know what I mean? I love you. I don't know shit. I have no clue. What's the nicest thing I ever said or did? I mean, I
Okay.
have no clue.
Okay, so I'm gonna switch to I'm gonna switch to gear for a second. I got two more questions for you. So I want to switch the topics for a second. So, what was your take on this Super Bowl win for the Rams? What was your take on that? Did you catch the Super Bowl at all? Did you watch it?
Yeah, I watched the Super Bowl. I'm a dude, and one, I ain't give a shit who won. I'm an Eagles fan. Tell you
Okay,
the truth, I ain't give a damn. I mean, I was rooting for Cincinnati because they were the underdogs. Okay, I did appreciate that they did put up a fight. They ain't just go in there and get smashed. Shit, at one point I thought they might pull out the win.
right,
So, you know what I mean? I mean, but truthfully, I wanted to see the halftime show. I didn't give a shit about that damn Super Bowl. I mean, it was the Rams and the Bengals. What?
right. So speaking of that,
What?
so with the halftime show, what did you think about those performances? You know, some
Well, that's my era.
very
That's my era. So I was, you know what I mean? I was, you know what I mean? I was in '96 again, buddy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I was, that was my era of people. So I thoroughly enjoyed that. To me, that was one of the best Super Bowls, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? At least that I've seen so far. You know what I mean? Usually Super Bowl halftime show is boring.
right,
Tell you the
right,
truth.
right.
You know what I mean?
Exactly, exactly. So my last question is, you know, as it relates to going back to TikTok for a second, you know, whenever you've been on TikTok and you've made content, you've created content, and people respond to it. What is your reaction when people respond to your TikToks or they duet your TikToks? What is your response to that?
Oh, dude, one, it usually shocks the hell out of me. That's why I always, if you duet me, I'm right there next to you. I'll duet it right back because that's just, you know what I mean? I like that. And it blows my mind. But one, I can tell you, I have yet to figure out what will be good on TikTok and what
And well,
won't be good on TikTok. Like, it's some stuff that I go in like, yo, this is going to kill them. This is funny as hell. And
yeah, yeah,
no one gets it. Like, no one is like, nope, you know what I mean? I get
yeah,
no likes, nothing on it. And then other stuff, I'll just be in there being me saying something or just reacting because apparently I have a very expressive face.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Next thing I know, I'm 100,000 views later. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Like, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
But I
Like,
do
uh, I ain't did shit. Like, not, like, dude, literally, my biggest video on TikTok is like, I think it like a little over 3.5 million views.
nothing. Wow.
All I do, all I do is say, what? You thought I was gonna say something?
Yeah.
Self-explanatory. That's
Wow.
the only thing I say in the whole video.
What you thought I was
And
and it get
bang, to the moon. Okay. I
yeah.
think that shit had like 100,000 comments.
Wow.
Like
Just off,
it went, I had no clue that it was going to go, that it was going to do all that. That
but see
I
that
don't know.
but see that lets you know people they really, really genuinely they rock with you and they love what you doing, man. Even if you ain't really doing much, they still love it. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I appreciate, like I said, this TikTok was the act. TikTok was my wife's thing, and now she's like, you always on TikTok. I'm like, I have fun, so, but
Hey,
yeah, yeah,
hey,
I had no clue that I was going to even get into TikTok like that. I was still on Facebook, people.
hey, listen, I'm about to say
I was,
Facebook was still a thing, even before
yeah,
TikTok.
I was still on Facebook.
All right, so our last question we got once again comes from Princess Yates. She wants to know if you could trade places with one of your TikTok family members, who would you trade with?
What's you trade places? Oh shit. Um, hmm, hmm. I mean, they all got things that I would love to be able to do. You know what I mean? But I don't know about trading places with ain't. I'm me on purpose. Like this shit ain't no accident. Like
Right.
so, nah. I wouldn't want to trade places with anybody. It's like I literally love the person that I am. Like
Yeah.
it is that is the God's honest truth. Like it ain't nothing about me. I'm gonna change right now. Like I just like me. So I mean I love them, but I wouldn't want to trade places with any of them because then I wouldn't be me. I mean one of y'all would get to be me, and that shit ain't cool. And you know what I mean I mean I wouldn't want to look at me enjoying life and not be able to do it like that. So
Right,
I
right.
mean nah.
Okay, okay. Well, purpose, man. I have definitely enjoyed the conversation, my brother. Definitely is.
Well,
It was definitely dope having you, man. Getting to know you a little bit, getting to chop it up with you. But real quick, let people know where they can follow you at on TikTok. They want to get involved with your
oh
content.
well.
They want to
Well, you can catch me on TikTok at Me on Purpose. I got Purpose, SBN underscore SBN, and Purpose the Angel. Those are all my little TikTok pages, so you can follow me on any one of those, and come on and maybe you can join the family if you know what I mean if you got tough skin and you can handle my mouth and other people's mouth like mine, you know what I mean, come on in. You know what I mean? But if you can't, you're gonna get ate up. I promise you that.
So what they say,
We will eat
enter
you
at
up.
your own risk, guys. Enter at your own risk.
You know what I mean? No, no, you don't risk it if you if you know what I mean, know yourself before you come in. Because I mean, we will notice it for you if you don't.
That part, that part. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we want to thank you for joining us on Independent Scene Podcast Special Edition. I am your host, the one and true and living legend, Honcho J23. I appreciate you guys for chopping it up with us today, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time on another edition of Independent Scene Podcast. We out, guys.
Peace.
Peace.